Welcome to Day in the Life of a Casual Raid Leader, starring me, DJ Panther. At 6:20, the alarm goes off, and it's time to start my day. It's raid night, baby. Can't wait. Unlike most WoW players, I shower every day, and at 6:25, you can find me turning on the shower and getting ready. At 6:50, it's time to wake up the kids. I have two, but here's my son. He's nice. He's a pretty bad WoW player, though, but he'll get there. At 6:55, I feed my kids a nutritious meal. The berries are basically a fruit, right? I think it counts. Here's my daughter eating the breakfast. She doesn't care about me as long as Blippi's on the TV. At 7 o'clock, I take my dog out to pee. It takes a pretty big pee in the morning, but I didn't record that part. That would be gross. At 7:10, I'm like, hey, my wife. There she is. I'm going to go kiss her because I love her. At 7:11, I'm going to make my daughter's lunch. I cut up some apples, give her a Lunchable and some yogurt. Delicious. Pretty sure Michelle Obama approves of this food pyramid. At 7:20, I leave the house. It's time to start the day. Look at that. I put my daughter in her booster seat. At 7:30, I take her to daycare. She's pretty stoked about it. She's going to go push the doorbell and have a great time. About a minute later, at 7:31, it's time for that commute, baby. It's not a long one, because pretty soon at 7:45, I pull right into work and get to find some parking. Wasn't too bad, so now it's time to walk to the office. It's a pretty big hill. I'm not a fan. I'm out of shape. I have a dad bod. Now, I can't tell you what I did in there, but I can tell you that I worked. I also had a Red Bull and Cheez-Its. I have it every morning for breakfast. But at 11, it's time to actually go get some lunch. So I walk my way down the mountain, and I have a delicious taco salad. The salsa was pretty spicy, but I'm a pretty big fan. After lunch, I just worked some more, and it was fine, because I've got to look forward to raid night, baby. At 4:30, I get back in my car, and it's time to head home. But then I remember, it's raid night, so at 4:50, I go to the liquor store, because I have to listen to Steve talk to me for the next 2 hours. Who can do that sober? Not me. Well, then I get home at 5 o'clock, and it's time to make some dinner. We're doing fried rice tonight. We had a little bit of sushi with it. It was nice. Cooked up some eggs, put them all in there. Here's me frying the rice like a real home chef. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Look at that moving around action. Whew. 5:15, it's time to sit down and have dinner with the family. There's the sushi, and there's my wife and my kids. Look at them. 5:45, we have a little bit of family time. And then at 6:20, it's time to take the dog poop. I didn't record that either because that'd be pretty gross. But there she is. Look at her go, trying to find a spot to poop. At 7, I sit down and try to figure out what it is we're supposed to do that night. Because Lord knows I don't know half the time. So I watch Liquid, and I try to learn. 7:45, it's time to head out to the computer and send out some raid invites. I'm probably showing up late if we're honest, but I do my best. And then 8 o'clock, it's time to wipe to Gallywix for 2 hours. It's a pretty good time. At least I'm there with all my friends. Watch this, we're going to wipe here in about 2 seconds. And we're all dead. But we tried our best and we had fun. And then at 10 o'clock, I play a little PlayStation and figure out what exactly it is I'm doing with my life. Thanks for watching.